So glad you could join us. I'm Phyllis Jackson.
COVID-19 hospitalization surges seem to show no signs of stopping. Infectious disease epidemiologist Dr. Ben Lopman with Emory University says he's troubled by the numbers. He says the virus will be more transmissible in the winter as people spend more time indoors.
Hospitalizations, and even more so deaths, are a lagging indicator of the pandemic, right? We see cases. A few weeks later, we start to see hospitalizations, and a few weeks after that, we start to see deaths. And so, even if we haven't seen a major uptick in deaths, the lesson that we seem to have to keep learning is that those deaths follow the uptick in cases. And so, I'm very concerned and honestly pessimistic about what we're going to see over the coming weeks and months.
Dr. Lopman says holiday gatherings encourage intergenerational mixing, which is a recipe for more infections. He says Georgia never saw a substantial decline in cases, so we're starting from a higher level due to social gatherings, sustained community transmission from time spent in bars, restaurants, and elsewhere. Dr. Lopman says there is no magic bullet. He reminds us to wear a mask, social distance, stay at home if you don't feel well, and follow CDC guidance and quarantine. A field hospital is set up in Wisconsin as the state surpasses more than 200,000 COVID cases.
This virus does not discriminate. It doesn't care where you live, how old you are, or whether or not you choose to believe this is an urgent crisis and an imminent risk. There's no way to sugarcoat it. We are facing an urgent crisis, and there is an imminent risk to you, your family members, your friends, your neighbors, and the people you care about.
A concerning new report from the University of Minnesota's Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy finds a shortage of COVID-related drug supplies in the U.S. Over 24 medications, including propofol, fentanyl, azithromycin, and morphine, are in short supply, as are acute drugs like phenobarbital, lidocaine, and acetaminophen. Experts say the urgency with the drug supply issue is related directly to the major increase in COVID-19 cases we will experience in the coming months. You may remember the early battle to find paper towels and toilet paper. Now the pandemic is leading to a shortage in appliances. Have you tried looking for a freezer lately? There's also great demand for refrigerators, washers, and dryers. Store officials say keep checking in with retailers for new shipments, and if possible, get on a waiting list to be notified when new appliances arrive. Atlanta City Councilmember Amir Farokhi joins with WellStar Atlanta Medical Center to celebrate a newly unveiled mural. The installation is a show of support for the city of Atlanta, its communities, and frontline healthcare workers who continue the battle against COVID-19. The mural is part of the Living Walls project created 3 years ago to share messages of love, hope, and positivity.
Glad you could spend a little time with us. We'll see you on the next edition of Stay at Home Connect.